Welcome to the late edition. This week, we're talking about a bunch of people who are too damn ugly to find a sexual partner that are also upset because they only understand about as much about the 10th Amendment as they do about gender or sex, for that matter. And New York Representative Mrs. Ed took to Twitter this week because it's the only platform where she's relevant, and she made a reach that made Leah Thomas look like he has a feminine wingspan. Welcome to episode 16 of The Laughing Libertarian, and I'm your host, Alan McFarland. And as usual, smash that like button, share us, and most importantly, subscribe. A group of what's-its descended upon major cities in the U.S. last week to scream, whine, cry, and display signs that explained to the rest of us that their overpriced gender studies degrees didn't teach them a damn thing about the Constitution. I believe it absolutely shocked no one that the same people who don't want the responsibility of paying back their student loans don't want to own the children made from their decisions. Look, I'm pro-choice. That does not mean I'm pro-abortion. I'm pro-common sense. I'm pro-owning your shit. I'm pro-family. But when we have women and trans men having abortions at a rate that makes everyone believe buying 9 is getting them a 10th free, it becomes pretty ridiculous. Then you have people on the other end of the spectrum popping out kids like an overloaded Pez dispenser. So what's the answer? People should have the right to choose what's best for them, right? I mean, that's what us libertarians believe. But when do we get those rights? Hell, I keep hearing purple-haired women tell me that men aren't allowed to have an opinion because it doesn't affect us. Interestingly enough, seeing as we are all products of not being aborted, even these women are making decisions for someone else that results in something they personally have never experienced, such as having your life hanging in the balance as someone contemplates how much your sheer existence is going to complicate their life. But all that aside, this is a question of why people don't understand that Roe v. Wade is unconstitutional, and eliminating it won't make abortion illegal. Read the fucking Constitution. Jesus.
Wait a minute. I'm not signing anything until I read it or somebody gives me the gist of it.
It would give the power back to the states to decide how to handle it themselves. We live in a republic, so your stomping and screaming is laughable. Your TikTok dies in the darkness. You are bitching about something you haven't researched, and your bullying is not only pathetic, but also illegal. See, it's strange how we have feminists coming out of the woodwork telling us how this will affect generations of women to come. But ironically, they also think those generations of women should be snipped out and scraped into a hazmat bag before they ever have a chance to even be affected by this decision. And by the way, where were you all when all of us conservatives were begging you to step up for the future of women's sports? I mean, men are throwing on lipstick and snatching up those scholarships for women these days.
And the winner is Miss Vera DeMilo. Congratulations on a great victory for you, princess.
I guess they're banking on mental illness being hereditary, and maybe those future trans women might not ever get to run, swim, or fight amongst the children of those who own the responsibility that life demands of us. And if you think that's too harsh, please do what a lot of the other Yeti women are exclaiming and stop practicing procreation, because you're not good at it, and no one wants to see most of y'all close enough to perform that act. Speaking of bestiality, Kentucky Derby contestant AOC took to Twitter to spread fear while acting like the champion of the people. She is attempting to tie the end of Roe v. Wade to civil rights acts for interracial marriage and gay rights. Looks like someone struggles with reading almost as much as arithmetic.
From that bag, what's it say? I can't read! Please, give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
I'm just picturing her pushing her glasses all the way up her snout, and then with unbridled rage, just tweeting every liberal buzz topic simultaneously. Finally, she hoofs it down to the nearest lectern to scream how she will fix it all, and most importantly, how you need her to. She just needs to keep her head down, pace herself, and stay in her lane, because the only way she'll ever be effective is if she puts on blinders to topics she doesn't understand. I just hope the rest of the squad wear their best hats when they make an appearance at AOC's next event, because it will definitely be about either a man or a woman with their feet in the stirrups.
Market drops 5 points. I'm glad my money's tied up in hay.